Hello, my name is Virgil Dismeyer from SCORE Minneapolis. I will be your host today, and this webinar is brought to you by SCORE Minnesota in our continuing series listed on scoremin.org's website under Learning Center. A few instructions for our viewing audience. If you have a question, enter it into the chat box to the left of your screen. We will address those questions at the end of the presentation or by email if time is too short to answer them. All of your phones will be muted, so you cannot join the conversation personally. I will now turn the presentation over to Jerry Rudick of the SCORE Minneapolis chapter, and he will introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Jerry Rudick. Welcome to our webinar. I was a insurance restoration contractor in Youngstown, Ohio for 35 years. I sold my business in 2008, moved to Minneapolis because my two daughters were here along with their families. Shortly after moving here, I joined SCORE and Virgil taught me how to do the constant contact, emails, and events that we're going to be going over today. I'm also a QuickBooks Pro Advisor. You can learn a lot by taking the online courses from your email vendor. We have combined some of these instructions with examples and materials from other sources. Email marketing is a valuable small business tool. You're probably familiar with text emails. Most of us write and receive standard text emails every day. HTML emails are different in that they include photos and other images. An HTML email is similar to sending a web page via email. HTML email marketing combines messages with images, links to resources, and often a call to action, or what you want your reader to do after seeing your message. Email marketing services allow you to send both an HTML and text emails. Many recipients' email programs do not support HTML formatting. Therefore, it is important to send a text email as an option. Using a reputable bulk email service vendor reduces the likelihood that your messages will be treated as spam. This diagram illustrates that an email system is more than just a computer sending and another computer receiving an email. It involves a person or company sending the email service provider, for example, Constant Contact or MailChimp, an email system such as Gmail, Yahoo, or a corporate email system, and the recipient's PC. The bulk email service provider that you choose is the mechanism used to send the email to several recipients at one time. It's an essential part between you, the email sender, and the rest of the Internet. Email service providers lend their expertise, sender certification, and tools to help you reach the recipient or subscribers. The term subscriber is important. Your email list should include recipients that have agreed to be on your list. This is known as an opt-in subscriber. Like anything you spend time on, planning is an important first step. It will help you maximize the use of email marketing. Research several bulk email service providers to decide which one fits your needs best. Identify your target audience. As mentioned previously, your email list should include opt-in subscribers. Take the time to understand the CAN-SPAM laws. Visit business.gov, or that's BUSINESS.gov, to review the guidelines. Define your objectives or goals. For example, you may want to increase repeat business from your current customers or introduce a new service provider, a new product or service. After you establish the target audience and objectives, identify the information you want to convey. We will discuss content later, but similar to a website, content is king. Email service providers make it easy to design an attractive HTML email. They provide templates and a library of images for you to use. It is important to verify that the email service provider you select provides good tracking and monitoring. This is just a small list of the vendors you will find under a search for bulk email service provider. These vendors offer an online service. We will use Constant Contact as our example in this presentation. We do not endorse one vendor over another. However, this is one of many SCORE chapters around the country to communicate that we use to communicate with our clients. Most of them will provide similar tools, templates, and incentives to use their service. Some are specialized, like Everbright, which concentrates on ticket sales, reservations, and other related services. Also, many offer free trials, so you can test an email blast to a small group, clients, or another select list. There are several bulk email software platforms for a larger company that wants to do everything in-house. Since our market concentrates on small businesses, we will not review these options. One of the companies following this industry has developed this checklist of things to consider in a bulk email provider. You may not need all of them in the beginning of your campaign, but with a plan, you will be able to see which features are important. It is high-price, this list, but I would consider templates, address import capability, auto unsubscribe, and results tracking to be key components for your campaign. One of your concerns will be why the emails may not be delivered to all of the intended recipients. There are many possible reasons for this. A big one is filters. Your email company may embed filters in an outgoing email blast from their system, or third-party software on the recipient's email system, such as Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, or Hotmail may have filters. Since you must meet all of the various viewer preferences, you should use an email provider that allows simultaneous HTML and text versions. In case the message does not display properly, provide a link to view the email in a new browser window. It is important to track the history of your email deliveries. Most vendors use the statistic categories shown here. The sent category refers to the total number of emails sent. Constant Contact eliminates duplicate names in each list, so the total number may be less than the total number of names in each list. The bounce category includes the number of emails that did not reach an inbox. Some reasons are due to an invalid address, a full inbox, an auto key reply for vacations, or a filter. Spam reports allow recipients to report spam to the email service provider. It does not show filtered emails that end up unread or in spam or junk folder. The opt-out category refers to recipients who click Save Unsubscribe and will no longer receive your emails. The open category contains recipients who click on a traceable item in the email. The clicks group are recipients who clicked on at least one link. See what drew their attention by clicking the blue link. Finally, the forward category shows those that click forward to a friend. The blue numbers can be clicked to see the addresses cited. You can see an example on the next slide. The statistical summary allows you to analyze who did what. When you click on the blue numbers in Constant Contact, you can see the detail behind the summary data. The clicks count allows you to see which link drew your audience's attention. The detail includes the number of times each link was clicked on, as well as who clicked on each link. The system also provides a trending report so you can see results over time. The reports can be exported to share with others. As we mentioned previously, content is very important to the success of your email. The sender line should be consistent every time you send an email to your list. Use your company name. The subject line should be short and informative. Avoid using words that may cause your email to be filtered out. Your layout and images should have consistency with the branding and identity on your website and other marketing materials. People are busy and don't generally read long text on their computer screens. Your copy should be short and to the point, a quick read. Minimize font styles and colors and keep the layout simple. Busy emails are hard to read and are more likely to be deleted. Include more text than images. Many email systems prevent images in an HTML email from being displayed. The recipient needs to do something to show the images. One big image will show up as a box with a red X in it. Email marketing requires an integrated approach with your website and social media pages. Include links to more information on your website or social media pages. Do not attach large documents because many email providers have a size limit or do not allow attachments at all. Instead, put these on your website and link to them. The wow factor could be a sale or special offer coupon, valuable information, or image that gets attention. Do not mix or combine content with different purposes in one email. If you are featuring a new product, send one email featuring that new product. To promote an item on sale or to run a contest, create new emails. There are many email formats, and each mail provider will feature a variety of templates. Although you can choose several designs, your email should have continuity from one text to the next. This will help your recipient quickly identify what company it's from. Template formats include announcements, registration, newsletters, promotions, and surveys. These 5 are the most popular content formats. Similar to a website, your email must convey value to the viewer. It has to quickly answer the question, what's in it for me? Part of the value comes from your reputation. Build your reputation by sharing your expertise, facts, and testimonials. Provide free downloadable information. Offer guidance, discounts, or coupons, or grant exclusive VIP status. Hold a contest or give away something exciting and enticing. Consistent branding, sending ID, and a solid reputation entice the viewer to open your message. Always acknowledge your audience's interest and participation. Your email has a specific purpose or call to action. Call to action is what you want your viewer to do. Ask the reader to register now, download an exclusive report, or bring a coupon into your store. Keep your call to action simple. Offer incentives to your reader for doing what you want them to do. The better the incentive, the higher the likelihood that your email will serve its purpose. Email is a good way to persuade your audience to do what you want at a low cost. It has a high return on investment. The typical cost is a few cents per message and can realize a response rate of 5 to 35%. Traditional direct mail costs about $1 per piece and has a response rate of about 3%. Let's talk about spam for a moment. Spam filters will identify obvious spam messages and reroute them to the junk or spam folder or filter them out completely. The following are some of the major spam identifiers. If the from line is blank, most filters assume the email is spam. Be sure to put a recognizable name on your from line. If the subject line is missing, it is presumed to be spam. Excessively long subjects are also diverted. Words like adult, XXX, and 3 are usually automatically filtered out as junk. The excessive use of dollar signs or words like save and discount are also suspect. The overuse of punctuation is another sign that will send your email to the junk or spam filter. All image and no or very limited text in the body of the email. Good emails have a personal greeting that the bulk email service picks up from your email list. Many bulk email services provide offer an anti-spam check. Check your email before sending it out. Filters are effective. Your viewers can identify what they don't want to see. A look at your own junk or spam email folder illustrates some of the emails that were never sent by you, the recipient. Look at the from line. The word offer appears in several. Some aren't the default language, and you likely don't want to know about any loans, so these senders never had a chance. The subject line is also an issue. The subjects with dollar signs, percentage signs, the word 3 in all caps, a term like zero down, or no subject line at all, are all emails that get diverted. At this time, let's look at a couple of poorly structured emails. The first one had a strange personal name and started out with hi. That's bad. A quick glance at the content shows several misspelled words. That's a surefire way to have your email deleted. The second email did not have a subject. It went directly to the junk or spam folder. That email asked for the recipient to do something and did not provide the what's in it for me. SCORE conducted a survey in 2009 to determine how the 435 chapters were utilizing email. The results revealed the best practices. These may help your email marketing strategy. The survey found that successful programs have a dedicated person that manages their email marketing to ensure consistency and timely messages. The mail list segmentation was categorized by zip code, followed by gender, business, and industry. They use a systematic process to build the email list from leads generated by various sources. There's a definitive from and subject line to identify the email and the source. Successful programs have a process to track and analyze statistics. The survey also found that bounce rates averaged 5%, while open rates averaged 25% and click rates averaged 20%. Use these results to gauge your email success. Effective programs avoid the use of spam words. Since SCORE chapters offer many workshops, several chapters offered registration discounts for early sign-up as a call to action. We have used Constant Contact as our email service to illustrate email marketing. Constant Contact offers several Learning Center tools to help you use their products. This excerpt from a more detailed checklist itemizes some of the things Constant Contact feels are important as you draft your email messages. The list mentions a few items we did not specifically talk about previously. Constant Contact recommends that you show your brand and benefits in the preview pane. A click on any email will open the preview pane, which shows the subject, sender, and around 14 lines of the message in the first part of the email. It will also include images. It's critical to attract a viewer's attention here, otherwise it's unlikely they will continue scrolling through your email. Keep the email concise. Limit the topics. Add links to bring viewers to your social media pages and website. Include a logo so the recipients can quickly identify your company. Make sure that you are sending both HTML and a text version. Preview and test both text and HTML versions before sending. Collect email addresses at all touch points, meaning whenever there's an opportunity to get an email, use it. Always seek permission to use your email to contact your prospect or client. Describe the frequency of your emails if possible. Your email marketing plan should determine how you want to categorize your list. Create a criteria that will allow you to send different messages to different segments. Segments can be categorized into zip codes, demographics, or new versus old customers. Constant Contact allows you up to 5 fields of data per address, including first name, last name, email address, and 2 spaces for options. Options can be customized fields representing any demographic you select. You can use the Forward to Friend button or use your iPhone to add contacts. Your segmented lists can have names and duplicate lists. Constant Contact eliminates any duplicates if you use overlapping lists. Add to any segmented list by typing in names, uploading files through your address book, or with custom relation management systems. Look for a system that allows you to export any list detail you choose. Building an email campaign is simple to illustrate. Constant Contact uses a three-step process. First, choose a customizable template. There are many templates to select from. Template styles are available for various purposes, seasons of the year, or topics. Before you choose a design, preview it. If you like the layout, select it and proceed. You can also use your own custom template or code. We have selected a custom score template for this presentation. The logo, image, and text will be modified. Pre-designed templates are very feature-rich. The keys to versatility are design options such as fonts, colors, and multi-purpose blocks. On the left side of the design window, you will see two buttons, Colors and Fonts and Blocks. This illustrates how to change the header block. The Preview and Test feature allows you to see your email as a recipient will see it. In addition, this feature provides the ability to test a draft to yourself or to someone else for proofing and commenting. You can share your email with your social media connections. You can also activate the autoresponder capability to schedule a series of emails to a certain person or group. Constant Contact provides two kinds of image libraries. Their stock image library is categorized by topics. This shows the business category, which contains many options that are perfect for our SCORE email. The images in the Constant Contact library are royalty-free stock images, which means they give you the legal rights to use them. Most other images are copyrighted. Be sure that you have the legal right to use an image before you include it in your email. If you take a screen print or copy a photograph or other image from the Internet, you must receive written permission to use it. The other library includes images that you upload for your own use. Often, custom images or photographs do a better job illustrating a point or depicting your product or service. Constant Contact does not charge to host or hold your images. Another option is to use images that are hosted on your website server. You can resize and adjust the placement of an image once it's inserted into your email message. The third step is to select a list that you want your message to be sent to. This step also includes scheduling what time you'd like to send the email. If needed, pick multiple lists. Constant Contact will eliminate any redundancy of names in the various lists, so only one email goes to each recipient. As mentioned previously, it is best to test the email by sending it to an individual or group of individuals for proofing. Once you are satisfied with the email, schedule it to be sent. You can choose to email it immediately, or you can schedule it to be sent at a later time. This is the completed email, which we developed from the SCORE template. The logo has been changed, social media links were added, a new image was inserted, as well as a unique text and a link for the viewer to take action. The link brings viewers to an event landing page. The top portion of your email should contain its main elements, so the viewer does not have to scroll to get to the key points. The bottom of the email contains a few standard provisions. You can tailor these to fit your company's strategy. The SCORE template has 4 key elements. Number 1, First is the privacy policy links to detail on the SCORE website. This is an example of storing lengthy information elsewhere so the email remains uncluttered. Number 2, forward this email is a link that makes it easy for a viewer to share your email for others. First, it links to a constant contact window for a viewer to enter their friends' names and email addresses, plus a viewer can add comments. Second, there is a security check requiring the viewer to type in code words to validate the right to forward. Number 3, Safe Unsubscribe is a button that complies with the law and allows a viewer to opt out of your list. You do not have to take any action. Constant Contact automatically removes the name from your list when the button is clicked. Sender's identity refers to the last line, which identifies the sender, address, and other pertinent information. Constant Contact has a number of other email features that may be important to you. Social campaigns involve your use of social media. Save Local is a feature where you can design and offer coupons to your email list. You can control it all from your PC. Event Spot is where you design an offer calling for registration or purchase of a product. We will illustrate it in the next slide. Surveys allow you to assess your email base or take a one-question poll. The surveys are easy to design. The trick is how to construct a question to get an unbiased response. Responses are collected and shown as graphs or details of the reply. An event page starts with a template similar to an email. Set the event location, time, and description. Detail the offered prices as well as payment options. We are starting at the top right corner. An event URL on your event page generates a unique URL so you can embed it on social media pages, emails, or your website. This is a powerful way to have your viewer jump to whatever they want them to go to. The Create Email section allows you to create an invitation email with the same template theme as the event page. This is the same procedure as we illustrated earlier. The registration form allows you to define what information you want to collect when the viewer clicks register. Also write the confirmation message or email. When SCORE Minnesota sells a webinar, the confirmation email contains the URL of the Learning Center and the username and password for the webinar purchase. Finally is the event homepage detailing the information for the viewer. In this event page, used to promote the local search marketing webinar, we provide an overview of what the viewer will learn. At the bottom, there is a registration button along with a price the viewer can click on. On the left, we have links to all SCORE Minnesota websites and URLs to each Minnesota chapter. As you view this page, remember each part is a separate block of data and can be edited any way that you want. Every email service provider offers a variety of help resources. This is a sampling of those provided by Constant Contact. Constant Contact help resources include guided tours or demos, live and recorded webinars, video product tours, tutorials, and a blog. It also features an online newsletter, recommended books, and a user community for discussions. Now decide where email marketing fits into your company's marketing strategy. Use the free trial products to test a few vendors, then select one after testing. Don't skip the planning process. It will influence what data you collect for segmenting your list with theme or appearance and the content. It also identifies your objectives and results monitoring needs. Now compile your email list and images and launch a campaign.
Thank you, Jerry. That was very comprehensive, and I'll take over here for concluding this session. And as usual, we try to anticipate all of your viewers' questions. However, if you have questions about this webinar, contact your local SCORE mentor, chapter mentor. We do not expect our individual SCORE members to be experts in this topic, but they should be your first stop for assistance. They may be aware of other resources in your area. Here is the link to the SCORE Minnesota website where all of the chapters are listed. If you are not in Minnesota, the main SCORE national website can help you find a chapter in your area. And if you need more technical help, we have a dedicated email address for you to submit questions. We will answer your questions via email or Skype, but not by telephone. Well, we have still a few minutes left, Jerry, and we'll take a look and see if we have any questions from our audience. And I see we have a number of them, so I will just read them off, and you give us the answers as you would have done if you were talking to these people personally. First question is, we went to an event recently. The event organizers supplied us with a list of attendees that included email addresses. They sent us documentation that said we have the right to use that list. You mentioned that your list needs to be an opt-in. Can we use this list we received from the event for an email blast?
Constant Contact and the other bulk email service providers take spam laws very seriously. As indicated in the terms and conditions for each vendor, they do not allow the use of third-party lists. They monitor the lists that are being uploaded and may suspend your account until they verify that the list you uploaded meets their guidelines. Every company that is conducting email marketing campaigns should read and be familiar with the CAN spam laws. If violated, they can even receive fairly sizable fines.
Okay, that clears that one up, Jerry. So another viewer is impatient and asks the question, we've started building our email list, and it is a slow process. Do you have any tips that will help us build our opt-in list faster?
Yes. Constant Contact has an email sign-up app in Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, be sure to add that app. If you're a business or sell things online, include a pre-checked box on your website forms that says something like, yes, please send me updates and information via email. People are more apt to sign up to receive news from you when you are happily making a purchase. Have your customer service people or checkout staff ask every customer if you can add them to the email list. We at SCORE, whenever we get a new prospective client, put their email list on our Constant Contact list.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. This is another question. Our very first campaign was tested recently. When we added the number of people that opened the email with the number of bounces, it doesn't equal the total number sent as indicated on the service provider statistics. What happened to all the other emails that were sent and didn't show in these counts?
Thanks, Virgil. That's a very good question. Email tracking isn't a perfect science. A tracking pixel is embedded in the body content of the message by the email service provider. Some email reader clients, such as Microsoft Outlook, turn off images by default. So unless the images are embedded or enabled, the tracking pixel isn't registered, and that open will not be counted. So the open rate does allow you to get a general feel for how the campaign is performing.
Okay, Jerry, they're still going to keep testing you, see whether your experience covers their interest. One of them is, Can you provide good examples of good and bad content for an email blast?
Sure, I'll certainly try. Your email content should be compelling. Put yourself in the recipient's shoes. What do they want to be informed of, and what will cause them to delete your email? Include content that will help your recipient learn something new, improve their life, save money, have fun, solve challenges, or do their job better. Does your audience care that you hired another person? Probably not, unless a new employee is well known in your industry, or if your customers have a very interactive relationship with your employees. Do they want to see photos from your holiday party? Not unless they were there. If you have a restaurant, announce major changes to the menu, the opening of patio seating for the summer, or entertainment schedules. New products or service announcements are ideal. Invitations to events or webinars that allow your recipient to learn something new are good content for an email marketing campaign. Several VIP offers to customers' appreciation sales are excellent content. I recently saw a company that was located in a hurricane area use bulk email to communicate delivery times and any other service charges that may have impacted their customers.
Okay, here's another question, Jerry, on spam. I get spam emails all of the time. Is there any way to send emails to a list of individuals that aren't on my opt-in list?
Yes. Often media sources such as publications gain approval from their subscribers to send them third-party emails. They will not provide you with the email list. They will send out an email on your behalf and report that on the open and click rate. You do have to pay for this service. The cost varies. Be sure that their list matches your target audience.
Well, I'm looking at the clock, and we have time for one more question, and the rest of them we will take care of by email. But the final question is, can I attach a file to an email that I send through Constant Contact or a similar service?
No, these services do not allow you to send attachments. It prevents anyone from using the service for sending a virus. In addition, some spam filters don't allow emails to come through with certain attachment files. This is why we recommend that you link to a document such as a PDF that's loaded on your website. We do this with our monthly meetings. PDF is made up of the information about the meeting or the newsletter, the monthly newsletter, and loaded on to Constant Contact. We then create an email that references that PDF and is sent out.
Okay, Jerry. Well, thank you so much for your time and sharing your knowledge. It's time then that we kind of wrap this up. And as we wrap it up, we have a series of disclaimers that we want to make. As a nonprofit organization, we must make these disclaimers. All content in this webinar is strictly for the training and comparison purposes of our clients. Neither SCORE nor its chapters endorse any specific vendors, and all vendors discussed in this presentation are cited for examples only. Screenshots provided in this presentation are also for illustration only. Each email provider's services will be slightly different than what we may have presented to you. And finally, we must give credit where credit is due. And this webinar is made possible through the efforts of many people. We especially thank Jerry Reddick for sharing his expertise to make this presentation possible. His broad involvement with Constant Contact for SCORE Minneapolis made him uniquely qualified, and his contact is showing on the screen. We also recognize Constant Contact, the vendor we used as an example, who allowed us to use screenshots of their software in this presentation. We recognize Veritas Marketing, who has provided technical guidance for all of our Learning Center topics. And finally, nothing happens without funding. And funding has been provided by SPEDCO, whose support makes all of these presentations possible. We ask you to please visit the SCORE Minnesota website and look for other webinars in this series, as well as other educational tools offered by SCORE. Especially look for face-to-face workshops that any of the chapters in Minnesota may be offering in their area. So in conclusion, we thank you for your attention and wish you the best of luck in your email campaign. Goodbye.
Thank you. Please stand by.